Welcome back. In the previous part, we watched a Shakespearean play that told us to basically go off to the Whisperwood and find a monster and kill it. That was pretty much it, wasn't it? So let us travel off to the forest. Yep. I can't do Shakespearean. Oh, look, see, the trees are annoying in this. So one thing I find about this place, it's just like, I can't see what I'm doing. It's just very annoying. It's like, you can't really turn it off either. It's like, I've checked online, because when I was wondering about previously, trying to find like places to get the secondary jobs and stuff like that, it's like, I did have this problem. I was like, well, I'll look it up and see if there's any way of turning it off, and it's like, nope. You can lessen it slightly by turning off like there's like an effect around the edge.
I'm ready.
It's like, no, can't really do anything about it at all, so night ode. But, as we're doing topics once again, because I remembered to do topics that I found out 2 parts ago.
Now,
Like, I've actually got another topic to bring up. Because something is happening on Twitter at the moment. Now, some of you may know Seth Everman. It's like, he does these music videos on YouTube. It's sort of like different styles of different pieces of music. There's also like, what was it? It was like a gaming one he did. It's sort of like all gaming music. It's like, I can't remember exactly. Someone will remember and link it down in the comments. Go ahead, because we need to know what that's about. Like here, I can't see where I'm going at all. It's like, I'm trying to know where to go, but like, where am I meant to go here? Am I meant to go down here? Is this the right way or the wrong way? I want to go the wrong way because I want to pick up the chests first. Like, wait, I know there's a chest around here. There we go. I knew it was there somewhere, but it's just, jeez, it's not practical at all. These trees.
Letting us begin in.
It's like I like this game, but that's my one complaint about it so far. Is that aspect? It's like, all right, so let's go Outer Storm. I know, odd we didn't kill the ones at the back there.
I'm ready.
Very, very strange. Very, very strange. Let's go with the Firestorm, though.
Flames.
So
burn
yes,
this away.
Seth Everman. He's famous on YouTube for doing loads of music and stuff, and being bold and Swedish, which is actually relevant to the point I'm bringing up. Now, I watched a program in the UK, like, years ago now, that was called QI. I mean, I still watch it, but spirits have mercy. This was not done in the name of survival. The Gizarma sought not food, it sought sport and wanton slaughter. It sleweth these men and beasts for no reason other than as a fearsome show of its dreadful power.
This bodeth ill.
I see thou tremblest, little one. Thine heart is filled with fear. Thou witnessed what the beast did. It madeth thee bear witness. It made them watch? Patience, I shall return and attend to the fallen. But first, they shall be avenged.
If thou wilt.
Wilt thou protect them, friend, until my return?
Thou hast my thanks.
Thank thee. I shall return anon. To eaten, to be eaten. This is the fate and the privilege of any beast of the forest. A life for a life, so it hath been since the dawn of time.
Unacceptable.
But to slain for sport, for pleasure or greed, is to betray in the law of nature. Each time a creature taketh more than it needeth, a part of the forest dieth. I hunt not merely to keep in lord's people safe. Yep. I hunt to save the forest itself. Poor doggies. Did not go awoo or anything like that. Right, so what's up here? Ah, a chest. Lovely. So yes, what was I saying? It's like, yeah, Seth Everman, QI, that was it. Yes. Watched on QI years ago. They were talking about a phone number you could call, which basically put you to, like, through to a random Swedish person. Like, you had Swedish people sign up to this, where it's like they would be a random person that could just be picked at any time. So it's like, you'd ring up the number, and it would connect you to a random Swedish person. It was like some kind of like,
I'm ready.
Something to do with their tourist board or something like that. Like, increase interest in Sweden and help learn about Sweden. It's like, it's quite an interesting idea. Beast Law. Because I can capture you? Oh.
The hunt endeth.
Indeed. Interesting, interesting. But yeah, that stopped several years ago. It's like, I assume the experiment came to an end, because I think it was an experiment just to see how it would work out. And it's like, yeah, they got some valuable information. There's like 1 million Swedes were spoken to or something like that. I never got the full details. It's just one of those things you hear in passing, really. It's just interesting. But it seems there's something like that going on Twitter now. This is very, very similar. So this is where Seth Everman comes in. So because he's Swedish, he's essentially, I assume it's random. He's the next random Swede. Let's see here, rain of arrows.
Rain and arrows up on them.
So what happens is, it seems for a period of a week,
I'm ready.
A random Swedish person will take over at Sweden
bring your shade.
On Twitter. So right now, at Sweden on Twitter is Seth Everman. So if you want to go ask him something, there's the ample opportunity
Let the night consume
to ask him about Sweden, I guess. I'm not sure on the details. It's one of those things where it's sort of like, it's an interesting idea, I wonder how it works. That's what I'm more interested in. Like, how did he get picked? Was he asked if he wanted to do it? Or is it just a simple thing of something you sign up for? Or something to maybe get publicity? Or something like that? Or maybe he just wants to promote Sweden? Very patriotic. It could be. Could be. Oh dear. Grrr.
Not acceptable.
That is enough. Grrr. Grrr. Thou scarest me not, beast. Is it not so? Thou wert driven from thine home, bested by a beast more powerful. Thou fledst and foundest thyself here.
I see.
I understand thy pain all too well. But to turneth thy grief and anger against innocent creatures, that is a sin of men. It's why thy duty to adapt into the forest, to letting it find a place for you. Instead, thou wouldst rip out its heart and claim it as thine own. This cannot be forgiven. Grrr. Thou hast trespassed, beast. And in the name of the forest, I visit judgment upon thee. Boss time!
Come in then, if this beest thy will.
Indeed, I suppose it will be.
I am ready.
Okay, so let's see about just figuring out his vulnerabilities at this point, because that's the obvious thing to do.
I'm sorry.
I mean, she was obviously going to die. Let's just go straight with a pole on. I'll try that. Nope.
I am ready.
We'll keep her down for now, just to see.
The moonlight waltz.
Like, maybe wind or something like that. Arrows. Because you have to remember, it's going to be based on her weaknesses, etc, etc, etc. So if we do arrows...
Blood of arrows!
There we go.
Now, what next?
Indeed, what next? Moonlight Waltz.
The moon sings tonight!
I am ready.
Right, so can we figure out something else it's weak to? We broke it, fantastic. Right, let's get her up now. So, item... Where are we going? Should be simple enough with that one.
What to do?
Let's go with hired help. We can go veteran soldier. Shall we do it? We'll probably kill this thing pretty quickly, but I want to see it, so...
I'll get my money's worth.
Jesus Christ!
How is that?
He's just annihilated it! Alright then. Job done. Jeez! Yeah, I'm with you there, mate.
Thy life is given not in vain, for it will feeden others. Thou art of the forest now, and in the forest naught is lost.
Just decimated it with a 9999! They are like, are you gonna eat this?
Come in, my friends. This life belongeth to all. The animals that eateth the grass becometh food for the animals that eateth meat.
It's the circle of life. I'm a fantastic singer, by the way.
The eaters of meat in their turn feedeth those yet stronger.
And it moves us all.
And when the strongest of all dieth, his life is returned to the forest. His flesh feedeth the soil, the grass. His blood becometh sap, his bones wood. He becometh the food of the plant-eaters, and the circle beginneth once more.
Am I really gonna have to name this part the Circle of Life?
Lives entwined, a tapestry woven anew each dawn, every thread a part of the whole.
No, really, this is Lion King right now. I mean, I suppose it kind of makes sense because there's this theory that Lion King is based on Hamlet, which would be Shakespeare. They're all speaking Shakespearean type, oldie-worldy English. So, I suppose it would make sense that we're referencing Lion King. It's a stretch, but... Listen, Hunnet, being a hunter means taking lives, but we do it so we might have lived. Never forgetting. Forgetting? Yep. It is thy sacred duty to live anon. Live anon?
To surviven, and honouring those felled by thine own arrows. As long as he speaketh only of hunting, he is the wisest of men. If only that were all he cared about.
Money, 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 money. Money.
The hunt is over. Now it is time to tend in to the fallen.
Good day.
You look well. I trust the hunt was a success.
Well,
The beast will trouble thee no more. These graves. Oh god, this language.
Yes.
It does remind me of a certain video I've seen recently, though. Where it was, I shared it with Sarah because it's like she'd find it interesting with the voice work, etc., etc. It's, what if the English language was like phonetically correct? So it's like, because we pronounce like E's and A's, the vowels and stuff like that, differently depending on the situation, etc., etc. And it's like, what would the English language sound like if it was consistent. And it's very, very strange. If I remember, I'll put a link in the cards. If I've not, someone do remind me, please, because, you know me, I forget these things.
Thou hast my thanks.
But I have a request. Leaving these beasts be, letting the forest reclaimeth them. That is the way of the wood. It's the circle of life. As you wish, milady. And it moves the door.
Hmm?
Hmm? Hagen or Hägen, thou returnest to us? Oh, I forgot it growled so loud.
Hmm?
Hmm? Where is Master? Have something befallen him? Alright, no need to eat us. He's confused and frightened. Thou didst, yep, run here didst thou not, and alone. Doth Master need of my help? It's just generic growl noise, isn't it?
Just so.
It's alright. Easy, boy. Easy. There now. That's a good boy. Master is in trouble. That much is clear. I must hasten to his side, if anything were to happen to him.
The hunt is on.
Indeed. Canst thou guide me to Master? Rough, alright then. Alright, yes. Whatever hath befallen him, we shall save him, thou and I. That's it? Oh, well, we actually gotta leave now. Okay, let's finally head out. Like, she wasn't meant to leave the village, she was meant to protect the village, but who knows where this is gonna lead us. We shall see.
So thou art going after Zonta?
Indeed.
Hägen here cameth seeking my help.
Hello.
In his letter, he said he was bound for Stonegard. We shall begin our search there.
I pray it is no more serious than an ill-founded wager that left him unable to payeth his innkeeper.
I'm glad I did that little laugh. I was just like, that's what I was thinking. It was like,
For Hägen to cometh all this way alone, I cannot help but fear the worst. Prithee, take us care.
Absolutely loving the music right now. It's got that sense of like, we're going on an adventure to find out the truth.
We will.
We will. We shall. We may?
And don nothing foolish. Don as Zonta saith, child, not as he would doeth.
Yeah, we don't want to end up in a lot of debt. That would be bad for us.
Thank ye, Chief. Fear not for us. We shall be back before the next moon, with Master at our side. Stayest safe, Master. We're coming.
It will take us a while, let's put it like that. It's like, out of all the stories I want to do, this one's going to be one of the ones further down, even though I like it when they're doing the voice work. When I'm doing the voice, I can't cope. When they're doing it, it's fantastic. This is why they're voice actors and I'm not, you know. And so did the huntress Hannet set out on her journey, her master having vanished hunting the baleful red-eye. There we go. It now fell to her to find him and bring him home. What fate awaits her on the road ahead, only the gods can say. Why is it always the gods? I suppose it's that sense of like, only God knows. There's a rabbit there. Can I get it? I don't think so. Right, so I actually think this is probably a good place to stop this part. Because it's like, I want to separate things up into sections, is the best way of putting it. So, if we head off over here to Stilled Snow, we'll actually start Primrose's story. We'll get an option at the beginning. And then, we'll actually do that. Because it's like, out of everyone else, like, 27, 22. It's like, is it Prim's the best one to go for anyway? Tressa, 23... all the way down there for you, 27, 24. Yeah, so Prim's is the best one to go for anyway. So let's head off for Prim's story in the next part. So we shall see you then. Ta-ta for now.